One of the first things you got to do here in Florida, guys, is this is tropical, and if you don't do this, you will pay for it later. So what I'm going to do is put my off deep woods on, and what I like about this because it's got DEET in it, and actually going to get that all spread on me now so I don't get ate up by bugs. I did have a situation where I was at Sebastian Inlet where I got ate up by 52 no-see-ums. And that was the last day I camped. I've never camped since. Hello, and welcome to On the Patio with Mr. D. Hey, today we are going to be breaking out a brand new lens, well, new to me, and it's a fast glass lens for the Sony A77 and the A-mount series cameras for Sony. And this thing is fast glass. It's a G2. It's like Canon L series lenses, which is high quality lens. Same thing here on the G series from Sony. If you get a G, means it's a high quality glass. And anyway, so what I'm going to do today is do a review on this lens. I just got it yesterday, and it is the 70-400 G2 lens, and it's 5.6, and it's a G2. Also, guys, I want to share with you how I set these cameras up. A lot of people say, hey, Dale, you're always all set up when you're doing it. How do you set it up? So today, I'm going to show you how I do the setup. So, hey, we'll be back in a bit. All right, first things first is to go ahead and get the cameras all set up. Now, I'll be using the A6500 mirrorless today, and that's going to be my video camera. That's what I'll be using for video, but I will switch the lenses out and put the new 70-400 lens on it. This is the camera I'll be using for the 70-400 lens. This is the Sony A77 Mark II. And here's the lens, guys. I'm really excited about this lens. But anyway, here's the lens right here. It's got this huge butterfly lens. And the cool thing is it's got this door. Now what that door does is if you're running a variable ND filter or a polarizer filter, this allows you to spin it without taking the hood off. Really cool idea. Now to mount this is really self-explanatory, but I'll go through it for those of you that have not done this before. Take off your caps. Look for this orange dot here. You see the orange dot up here. Line it up. It's clicked into place. You can see that it has a adjustable tripod screw, which is where you can adjust this lens for vertical or horizontal shooting. It has a focus lock, which is here. It's a focus lock button, and they also have one on top. And that's if you're shooting vertical, you're able to get your thumb on that focus lock. It has full AF, full and all the way down to manual focus down here. Your focus ring is right there, and your zoom ring is right there. Now I got this part set up. Now let's set up the tripod. You can see this is the tripod I use right here, guys, and I've got the Arca Swiss plate mounted to the camera. Now I have to adjust this because it's a brand new lens. The adjustments are going to be different here. So we're going to see. Now this has an adjustment position here and here. And that's to get it to where, and I'm going to loosen it and let's see what it does. All right, it's bottom heavy. I get out the zoom. Am I going to get lucky? Yep. How about that, huh? Almost perfect. And you have a knob over here, and that allows you to do your free pan. As you can see here, that's really a cool setup. Now we're going to do a couple of real quick test shots, and then we'll get started on the next camera and then what we do. Right, guys, the next thing I'm going to do here is to unfurl this tripod, and this one will be holding up the video tripod for later on during the shoot. This is a really nice one. It's a K&F concept tripod, and what's so cool about this one, you can pull this arm out here and go horizontal with it. So it's really, really cool. There you go. Now what you want to do here basically is take the Arca Swiss or the plate out, get your camera mounted to the plate. Now this one, it has the adapter for the E mount to EF Canon mount on this unit right here. Then you just kind of do the same thing here. Yes, you know. Now I got the mount here. Only thing I don't like about this is the damn screw thing. Now this one's all mounted and ready to go. This is a Canon L series lens, and it's a 24-105. And again, I have the adapter on, so it can handle the A6500 Sony. So I'm going to do a couple of test shots here to make sure we're all good to go. What I'm doing now, guys, is going ahead and set up the DJI wireless mic system. I'll turn it on. Okay. Now what I do is I test it to make sure, if you can see the sound bar moving right here. And that's all set. Now that's set up on a wireless mic system, which I'll show you right there. It has a magnet that I can attach it to my shirt, and I'm all good to go. So now all the cameras are set up. I am ready to go out and play. So hey, we'll be back in a bit. What I'm doing now, guys, is I am going to go ahead and swap out the lenses, this lens to the A6500, and to do that I have to put a to E mount adapter on it, which is not really that big a deal. Let me put this out of the way. Just go down and release your lens. I have to take that shoe off. Alright, and you just hit the little button right here. Click that off. Now we're going to take this, align the white hole, click that in place, take this lens off here, and now the A6500 is mounted. Now, being I don't have, hold on a second, guys. I got to pull out a lens here. There we go. Oh, that's an E mount. I want a Sony mount. There we go. That's what I want. Now I'm going to put this lens in here. Put this mount here so I can still shoot video. Alright, so this camera is ready to go. And this camera is ready to go. Put this lens away in here. Now I think we've made all the changes that we need to make. Oh, I got to pull this off and put that on the Sony, the other Sony. So I'm switching over the mics, so if I shoot video, I'll be shooting with the A77, not the A6500. And there we go, guys. The swap has been made. As you can see now the 70-400 is now on the A6500, and the A77, I put a standard stock lens on it, and it's a 18-250. So it's a pretty good lens. So anyway, we are all switched over now, and so now we're going to get back to shooting. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm out at a place called Magnolia Park. I've got the monopod, and I wanted to see how this heavy lens will work with the monopod. It's actually working really, really good. There's not much picturesque stuff to do this morning, but there is a nice cloud formation right over here. Hi guys, we are going to wrap it up on this edition of On the Patio with Mr. D. Today we did the review on the Sony 70-400 G2 lens, and that's a 4.5 to 5.6 or whatever. Now I did the test on the A77 camera, and I also did the test on the A65, which is right here, and I did have to use the A to E adapter for it to work on the E-mount system, but there was no problems at all with focusing or anything like that. Performance of the lens is outstanding. I don't know what the pictures look like yet, but what I've seen in the viewfinder looking at photos, they're going to be outstanding. Ease of shoot, it was really fast. Focus is fast. Following track is fast. This is what I wanted in a good fast glass lens. And this is it. It did a great job. There's not much more I can say about it. Now, one of the things I did learn, if you want to in your handheld, because I did shoot it handheld today also, if you want to have this thing fast zoom, you have to take your hand like this, hold the ring, and then twist the camera, and then bring it up. Shut it down, do the same thing. It's a lot faster than on the tripod. This is what I was doing. But when you're handheld, you can just go, bam. Really works out cool. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.